BMW 330e. There you go. So it has a 184 horsepower 2-liter turbo engine, and with the plug-in hybrid motor, it makes 252 horsepower and 420 Newton meters of torque. So you can see the charging inlet is there, and it comes very high spec as well. Concierge service comes as standard, and the car has a built-in SIM card that communicates with your mobile phone all the time, so you can actually run the air conditioning before you go up to the car. And it comes with sunroof, reverse camera. So it only comes with 18-inch rims, because this is sort of like, you know, eco anyway. But everything is there. I mean, keyless entry, satellite navigation, DVD player. Everything is in there. Is fully spec'd. It is fully spec'd, and the price of this is supposed to be 368,000, but with the incentives, because it's a plug-in hybrid, there are tax reductions given by the government. So 120,000 ringgit is knocked off the price. So this is 248,800 ringgit. It's damn worth buying.
Gentlemen. May I have everybody with the brown and yellow wrist tags to come up front for your test drive session? Thank you. Brown and yellow wrist tags.
Alright, it's my turn to drive. Let's get inside. Oh. Ooh, a really tall person was here. Alright, this is my driving position. So it's pretty much stock standard 3 Series, except this is a new screen. I mean, it looks really good. Alright, I'm gonna start it up. Look at that, high resolution. So the car has already started because this is the plug-in hybrid. So it's actually the electric motors that is started. So I could have rolled off quietly. Sunroof. Alright. And I really like BMW buttons. I mean, the way they feel when you press them is quiet and then it's tactile. You know, Audi has that sound. Pad. And I really hate this. I really hope BMW throw this phone holder away. It just takes up room and doesn't really do much. It would be great if they have the M Sports steering, but this one is good, chunky, nice. I'm rolling off now in electric mode. It is absolutely quiet, absolutely quiet. See if I don't talk. Yeah, so it's on electric mode. It's dead quiet, so you can really surprise some pedestrians. Hey, okay. This is Goku from Kalis.
Hello.
Yeah, superstar from Klang. Used to be gangster, now superstar. Yeah. Familiar suspension. This is like the one that we used to have in the 328i. So now the 328 has adaptive suspension. So this one feels like the previous one. Alright. But seriously, 248,000. You get this. The Audi A3 1.8 is again.
This is already the high spec model, right?
Yeah, this is the high spec version of 3 Series. So how can you not buy this? Right. So Mercedes introduced the C350e 2 days earlier than BMW, but that car is 299,000. So it's a totally different pricing, and of course this one will be a lot more attractive because I can't imagine that car is 50,000 ringgit better than this. So I think BMW this time they really got it right. This is the premium family car of the year, I think, for this price. And what you get, and you can charge it at home, and you can travel 37 km on pure electric. Of course, that's on paper, right? Yeah, some heavy foot action, you see that reduce dramatically. Or the usual Malaysian style, you know, they stop their car with the engine running and then aircon running. They thought they're not using any fuel. So yeah, so there's nothing much else to film because it's just like normal driving in dash cam now. Alright, okay, how the car feels. They say there's extra weight on paper. You can't feel it. Anyone who says they can feel it is lying. Yeah, you can't feel any extra weight. 184 horsepower. Now it's rated 184 without the electric motor, but I mean, I tell you, the Germans, they say 184, it will feel like at least 100 more than a Japanese car that says they have 170. So yeah, they always outperform what they are on paper was claimed. So I mean, the car drives effortlessly. Of course, without adaptive suspension, there's only one, I would say, behavior the car will exert over roads or whatever. But this is, I would say this is normal. I mean, BMWs with their run flat tires, I think all owners got used to this. Of course, once the run flat tires are gone, it's gonna feel a lot more comfortable. But it's not uncomfortable. Yeah, it's just. Is it still Sami Velu? JKR? No, right?
No. He was gone long time ago.
Yeah, Malaysian roads. So, well, I think. So I'm now on pure electric mode. You can hear the engine going. I mean, not the engine, the electric motor.
It sounds like a spaceship.
Yeah. Wow. Going uphill, right? And accelerating still. This is impressive. Nice. I think plug-in hybrid is the future. It's definitely the future. Wow, even with that acceleration, the engines did not kick in. It's quite impressive.
Good to go.
Alright, we're on the move now. So, I just drove the 330e and now it's Kuku's turn. How does it feel? It's interesting when the car is running on pure electric mode, even when we're going uphill just now, and I depressed the throttle more and the engine did not kick in. It's on electric mode all the time, so it's a different sensation. And knowing that when the electric motor runs, we're not using any drop of petrol, you know, fuel, and it felt that it can be daily driven because the electric motor can go up to 120 km/h in terms of speed, so it's entirely usable from home to work, and then you plug it into the charger. The good thing is that it comes with a wall plug, so you can just charge on any plug point, and then when you go home you can drive on pure electric mode as well, and the car feels just like our normal car. See, this is how the Germans actually liberalize technology. You see, when the Japanese were making hybrid cars, right, it's like a huge deal, and then they make it look like wedge shape and all that blah blah. And of course Lexus have their hybrid range and all that, but out of nowhere you have Volvo with the XC90 plug-in hybrid, you have BMW, and everybody now it's just like back in those days when cars have 5-speed automatic gearbox. They put a huge badge behind, like it's a big deal. And then in the 80s you have the turbo badge. So now we've come to a point whereby plug-in hybrids will be, you know, rather mainstream, because it makes sense. You charge when you go downhill or you're coasting, and then you use the energy later. So this is very good. And the fact that the car doesn't look or feel any different from the regular ones. I'm not sure if you can see from here, but the twin tailpipes of the 330e, one of it is blocked off. And we would suggest owners, if you buy the 330e, go to an exhaust shop and get a can of spray paint and just, you know, spray it out, because to see that fake tailpipe from behind, I'm not sure. This is wide angle. I don't think you can see it. The one on the right is the real one, the tailpipes, and then the one on the left is the fake one. So get it painted, you know, don't embarrass yourself. Yeah. And of course, we long for the day whereby cars will no longer need exhaust. Right. Ooh, let's see gangster driving now. Okay, Superstar. Clang Superstar. Okay, he's gonna accelerate now, and then see, you're driving a plug-in hybrid with 252 horsepower, with a Clang Superstar on the wheel.
Now I'm in USJ, okay, USJ. I only go to Clegg over the weekend.
Okay, he's now in USJ, atas sikit, yeah. But he will still go back to Klang for Bakote lah.
Yeah.
So the car feels awesome in a way whereby it feels, I mean, 3 Series, how can one say 3 Series is not a good car, right? They've always been great throughout so many generations, and BMW has been at the forefront of a lot of stuffs. You know, they were the ones that started having a holistic controller and that housed everything into the system. They were the first, and then Audi followed them with the Audi MMI, Mercedes with Command, Lexus trying to come up with something, but it's just
we have a long way to go.
Yeah, it's like, the one is, and then Infinities, that's just a clusterfuck, you know, 2 screens, you know, multiple buttons. Anyway, but BMW has been at the forefront of a lot of things. And don't forget, even though they are big on plug-in hybrids now, BMW invented the modern combustion engine. Niklaus Otto is the one who invented the combustion engine, and they're still at it. They're still at the top of their game. I mean, of course, Mercedes and Audi, you know, giving them, you know, I wouldn't say a hard time, but it's interesting to see these few brands challenging each other to be better, and it only benefits the industry, the consumers, because yeah. Oh, that's a 330i. So if you drive a 330e, do not challenge a 330i. Even though on paper it looks the same, 252 horsepower. Once you run out of battery, when you solely rely on dinosaur juice, you won't be able to sweep the 330i. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, regular. But BMW needs to update their interior design. It was nice. Now we can really see Mercedes move the game on. Mercedes moved the game on with design. In terms of build, they are on par. They are really on par. But it's the design.
Just the cosmetic appeal, the visual appeal.
Yeah, the visual appeal of Mercedes is, you know, undeniable.
And nowadays Mercedes is all about the ambient lighting and all that. Here everything is just black and
yeah. So BMW will give us some, you know, white leather. Even Hyundai give us white leather and red leather.
Red color.
Diamond stitching patterns. Right. So I think it needs to be a bit more fancy. But that's BMW. BMW has never been like, you know, they super duper fancy. Even their dials over so many years is still clean and is readable at a glance. At a quick glance, it is readable.
It used to have orange color light. Now it's white.
No, once it's under the shade, it will turn into orange. That's BMW. Well, you go to a dark place, and then all the text and all that will turn into red or orange or amber, as they call it. So yeah, they are very subtle things that goes on without us noticing, and that's BMW. Alright, signing off.